Okay, we're live. Okay, perfect. So, peace, everyone who is watching the replay. We didn't share that we were going live, but yeah, today we are going to be. This is going to be like our third check-in for the 120 days. So we decided to go live to add this like interactive piece. So if you have time, or if you can make time, at least 30 to 45 minutes to be in a state of reflection. So we'll just take like maybe 30 seconds for you to get comfortable if you're just like pulling up this video, or maybe if you're showing up. But then after the 30 seconds, kind of during that time, yeah, get comfortable because we'll be getting straight into the breath. So yeah, just getting ready. I trust it's windy out today. So when we're breathing, yeah, I don't know if you can hear the birds. Yeah, but it's been 30 seconds. Let's do this. Let's get ready to breathe. So something that I've been enjoying is adding back in the, hitting of the chest to prepare to breathe. So we're gonna do some like shaking type activation. So you can hit the chest, or if you want to hit your arms, or if you want to hit your head too, kind of just, any stagnant energy that may be, you know, maybe stagnant. And then while you're doing this, make sure to to breathe deep. If you want to shake, get it out. And then we're just going to kind of slow down a little, kind of get any extra remaining shakes out. And then we're going to be still. Feeling that energy that we just moved, the stagnant energy that we just moved, or just the energy that's just been, chilling for a little bit. I have my hands on my knees, but I'm going to bring them to my chest and to my stomach. So we're going to do our 3 evasive breaths. Remembering with the evasive breath to inhale Ave, kind of internally say that as you're traveling down from your heart to your solar and sacral area. And then exhale Sa as you travel back up. Feel that vibration, that audible Sa, through your heart and through your throat. And then also activating your crown. So we're going to do the first evasive breath. Inhale Ave. Sa. And remembering to add a smile as you exhale. Second evasive breath. Inhale Ave. Sa. In the final breath, inhale Ave. Sa. Let's bring our hands in a prayer position. We're just going to recite the mantra. You repeat after me, or kind of sit with stillness and receive. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. Then let's seal that with a breath. Inhale Ave. Sa. When you're ready, you can come back to this moment. Open your eyes, and we'll continue. Oh, yeah. So we're going to get into, I'll hand it over to you, Joan. I know we're doing the cleansing kind of to get with that cleansing and prayer, but I'll hand it over.
That was really nice. Thanks. So I'm going to move over to my altar just to do a small offering to the goddess. And then I will come back, we'll invoke the goddess, and we'll do a prayer together to open up our sharing circle today. So if folks are by their altar, go ahead and light your candle, light your incense, light any other element that you're using, and just be in worship with me. I'm liking the vibes here. That's really nice. So, if it's safe to do so, go ahead and close your eyes. You can bring your hands to prayer position, and or you can keep them in your laps in lotus position. And just bring your awareness to your heart. Let's take a deep breath in. Shri Matri Namaha. Bhurvava Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We give thanks for being present here today, opening up our circle, invoking the Divine Mother, calling our ancestors to be with us, and asking the elemental ancestors to be present with us as well. As we invoke a sacredness between all of us here in our sharing circle and all of those receiving this energy here in whatever time and space continuum. We give thanks that we have found each other. We give thanks that we can be connected. We give thanks that we can feel each other through our hearts, through our interconnected waters, through the breath and our awareness. We give thanks for the recognition that we are divinely blessed, that we are divinely ordained, and to expect the most high. And take a deep breath with me. And so it is.
Thank you for the prayer. So yeah, that was good. Look, you gotta take a couple breaths. Or we just took some breaths, but like maybe take a drink if you got a drink, or just kind of settle in, or integrate. Okay, so we will be continue or going. Oh, for the wolves. Only breathe. We're just gonna go straight into sharing like our reflection from. If you are a part of, been receiving the emails for the 120 days commitment, to our soul work. The This reflection is for kind of springing from the spring into the summer, and in the emails, the energy that we brought forth. If you see it on the banner, a world forming inside you, the emerging constellation. So that was part of the ignition, or kind of what we've been feeling. What we've been feeling. So we're going to share our one word, and kind of weave our sharings, and then from there, as you're receiving what we share, may you also kind of tune into what where it has been coming through for you these past. It's about, I think, like 60 days to be exact, 60 to 70 days. So we haven't hit the fullness of the second 40 days, but that's perfect. So you're like in the midst of it to still add some ignition. There's a plane going by, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Um, yeah, I can go first, or would you like to go first, Joan, for the sharing? Let me know. I can go.
Yeah, I'll go. I don't mind.
Okay.
So, as I was reflecting for what's been springing up and what's the constellations I've been feeling move through me these passing moons, I want to say the word that reflects where I am is living. And there were a couple of other words that came up for me, including um, satisfaction and fulfillment. But I feel like living it captures the space that I'm in right now, that I'm also walking deeper into in the upcoming moons. And living for me right now in this moment, living in this moment for me is slowing down and really being present with what is emerging, because there's so many shifts around me and it's happening very quickly, and there's lots of it. So if there's lots of fast rapid shifts around me, and in order for me to live in the moment with all these shifts and to enjoy it and be satisfied and to feel fulfilled, I have to slow down and be in each moment, really recognizing where is it leading me. So I feel like living is the word, because I'm asking myself to live in a deeper way. And I'm asking myself to live in a deeper way where I'm sourcing satisfaction, I'm sourcing fulfillment, I'm sourcing my inner joy, and I'm really moving through the the loving emotions coming through me right now as I'm living, and learning how to care for my emotions in a satisfying and fulfilling way. So that's how it's coming up. That's how it's coming out, and that's how it's coming through the choices that I'm taking. That's how it's coming through the decisions I'm making, right? Because we have to make decisions in this moment as we're planting down. And so, as we're planting down, when you decide, that means all other things fall away. So, there's a fun energy here. It's fun and it's exciting as well. So, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave my sharing there. My word is living.
I really like that. That was good. That was really good. I had to take a lot of notes for that. Um, so that's okay. So that's really okay. The word. So I usually I feel like I don't really have this one word as you kind of stated or as you also shared. But so from my first check-in, that was it was like a death for me. It was like feeling like death. And recently I've been feeling this. And I've shared this like coming out the cave as I've been saying. And I guess it's like a birth or a rebirth. I guess it's truly a rebirth. I'm gonna say rebirth. And the reason why I say that is it's truly like I've been almost like hibernating for like years, and during that hibernation phase, it was as if I was in a cave, and I used the relation of Plato's what's it called? Plato's his story, like I don't know if you guys know, like Plato's cave allegory, and when you see the shadows from like the outside, and it's felt like I've been seeing shadows from the outside, and just like from my mind, and not really knowing, like I haven't fully embodied them. And during this like second phase, or second sequence, it feels that I'm now kind of coming out and like seeing the shadows, but from the embodied version. Yeah, from the embodied version, and now I'm like embodying kind of what resonates and what doesn't. Something that I had like noted was, and that I've been experiencing in my life, is I've been doing a lot of different like composting, which has been interesting. So I like this piece of like using, whether it's fruits or any um, leftover foods, living foods, and like reusing them like for nourishment. And yeah, I thought that was just so fitting, or kind of just relating to what I've been physically doing to as that expression of what I've been internally going through. So rebirth is that's my word. That's the word I'm going with, and I'm complete with that. I'm complete. I'm complete. So look, I'm gonna hand it back over to you for the weaving, for the bring it together.
Yeah, so we're going to do a weaving share now where we connect with each other's story, with each other's word, and share what resonated with that word or that sharing. So, um, yeah, I feel like with your sharing, I feel like what comes up for me is an acknowledgement of the walk and what the walk takes us through, and that journey that the walk is as this winding road. And that's kind of what I connected with when you were sharing that, because it reminded me of those moments when I was feeling like I was burning to the ashes, and I had to allow that complete destruction to happen and surrender into it, knowing that everything is still in the air. There is no actual destruction that's happening, just that it's changed its form, right? Um, and I feel like, it's I feel like it's nice to acknowledge a comrade on the journey and to be able to witness that for you and to know that you have been on this path and you've been walking it and I've been witnessing you walk it. Um, and so it's kind of nice to see you in the rebirth place with yourself and embody that. And then what does that look like now? So I feel like I'm also connecting with like the spirit of that energy, right? There is no real death, only of, you know, whatever you want to call that, which I think is actually like an energetic disintegration of emotional stickiness. That's what the ashes are. So that's my weaving.
That was a great weaving. That was really good. Oh gosh. Okay. So okay, I'm looking at the notes that I have put down, and the one that's sticking out is, you mentioned caring for emotions in a satisfying and fulfilling way, and it's, I guess, like reflecting on like the first check-in. I had to remember off of the walls what your word was, but I guess kind of still complementing the energy that you brought in for the weaving of really witnessing you on the journey of like going through, like, I just know the feeling of going through different emotions, but then kind of as feeling the emotions, kind of learning how to, like you said, care for them, how to be with them, and like almost how to alchemize them. That's what I'm kind of feeling. This early this morning, I was writing down, talking about emotions, because I feel like that's something unique that we can feel as like human beings, and I know something that I have taken for granted before. Like, I don't want to feel all these things. But that's like the beauty of like being in this body, being in this form, because there's so many spirits who would love to be able to feel. I think that's the joy of being on this planet, to feel like I don't want to say imagine what it feels like to not feel, but like there's a honor to be able to go through a wave of emotions, and to shift like the perspective of like you said, bringing in the care, and how fulfilling it is. Yeah, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of fulfillment, but then also like you mentioned loving emotions, and I feel like that's like, what's a loving emotion? Like, I know what a loving emotion is, but like that feeling, I know what it feels like, but it's challenging. It's been a journey to get to what that feels like. So for you to kind of like bring in that energy, in the midst of going through like different emotions, to now like bring in those loving emotions, or kind of feel those traveling through, that's real. Because like loving emotions, like that's whole. Like, I mean, I feel like they're all loving. I mean, they are all loving, because they wouldn't like navigate through us, but to really embody and feel that, yeah, to embody and feel that love. And then to kind of end, I'm looking at choices and decisions, planting down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that piece of, in the midst of like kind of being present with all the quick shift, the fast, like everything that's, shifting around us, to really be attuned to like how we're deciding and like what choices we're making, while also being grounded, because the grounding or the planting down really does influence, or inspire the choices that we're making. So it's like, if you're not rooted, or if you don't have a root system, then it's like, you're just kind of going where the wind blows you. Hmm. So I'm I'm complete with that. I'm complete with my check in for the evening. Oh gosh.
Thanks a lot. That's really fun. So, I think that's really great energy that we're kind of weaving here. This living and this rebirth energy that it feels very um, complementing for each other. So I feel like the energy that's coming forward out of the winter moons through the spring, now going into planting for the next season, is very um, vibrant, it's uplifting, it's energized, um, and it also feels focused. And I feel like when an energy feels focused, it's stable in itself. It's self stabilizing. So it's interesting that there's a self stabilizing energy moving into the next set of moons. So that's kind of fun because there is a lot of uh, shifts happening in our world as well. Okay. So I want folks to reflect on this energy. I want folks to just really feel it out inside of your body for yourself and how you are feeling connection and what you are feeling connection to and with. Notice that for yourself. That's really the point of being in a sharing space and reflecting with each other in a way where we want to empower and to encourage you to recognize what your connections are, right? So let's close up, and I think we'll close by maybe sharing one word that we're now leaving our sharing circle with, right? And I'll start. So I think right now, I think it's gratitude. Gratitude for being able to share this connection that I am experiencing with you and knowing that you are receiving it. I am grateful for that. So, my word's gratitude.
Oh wowzers, that's great. I love that. Okay, okay. My one word is I'm gonna use recognition, or yeah, recognition. I know you mentioned that with recognizing your connections, but I like that piece as the one word for kind of really recognizing, or at least for me, kind of seeing my authentic connections, and as I'm rooting more, and it is, I'm taking part of your word as a gratefulness, like recognizing like the connections and kind of what we started, and yeah, literally just recognizing and like remembering, and um, still being here. I know that was a lot of words, but that is it. That's my word. Yeah, that's my word. We're on time. It's 29 minutes. It's fun to say that. So for those watching, this was a great time together. Oh, did you want to share anything?
Yeah, I think we're good. So, just, folks know where to find us. We're on Coffee slash Freshwater Society. We're here on YouTube, Moving Earth Convergent Waters, and find us on Instagram, Symbiotic Waters. And yeah, stick around and stay connected.
And kindly share if you feel called your reflection in the comments, like kindly. Or if you are interested in being part of the emails that we send out weekly, sign up or let us know, and then we can get you on the emails, and we can probably resend some emails from previous reflections, just so you can get that verbiage or get the text and get that different connection. So that's all I wanted to share.
Yep, that's actually great. So share what your one word is in the comments, what your connections are, and what the energy is that you're bringing into the next moon, full moons. So I think with that, we are good to go. Peace, everyone.
Breathing. Okay.
You wanna do one last deep breath?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do a breath really quick. Just one breath, y'all. As we have our hands connected. Yeah. Just kind of breathing in the energy that we brought forth, and then as we exhale, kind of alchemizing that with how we're going to be moving forward from today or from receiving the sharing. So let's take one breath. Inhale, Ave. So until we speak again, you all.
Peace.